So I've been in Krakow for a week now, and I have no idea what I filmed at the beginning of the week. So, that's the castle. Did I vlog when I was out there? I survived the overnight train in a chair. This morning my hostel, it was so nice. They let me shower and to eat breakfast, and it was wonderful. And then my bed was really early. I dumped my stuff, and I'm just in time to go on a walking tour of the Jewish district. So I knew that I was close to Auschwitz, but did you know that this is where Schindler's factory is, like just over there, and that they filmed the movie here as well? Everyone screams yes. I still haven't seen the movie, but I am now armed with a bunch of spoilers. I'm tired. I spent last night on a train. I think I'm gonna go eat lunch and then maybe just hang out at the hostel. I gotta do laundry. So lots of times when you check into a hostel, they'll give you a tourist map and they'll just like circle the general, this is this and this is that. This morning, the woman at the hostel spent like 20 minutes marking out places to eat, which is great because all the tourist stuff I could find. Magda sent me a list of great stuff to check out, and I never know what to eat, and there's spots all over my map. And so I was hungry, and instead of wandering around aimlessly and then giving up, I just went to one of the spots that she marked out. I'm standing by my decision to go back to the hostel because it's raining and I smell. I need to do laundry. Good morning. So my hostel is right across from Old Town, but all of its construction makes it a bit tricky to get there. So I signed up for a tour of Auschwitz, which will be leaving from this square tomorrow morning. So I'm here now to check it out and make sure that I can find it. I washed my sweater yesterday, my one and only sweater that I brought on this trip, and so it's drying right now and I'm cold. So I stopped to put on this scarf, but the process of walking across the square and then stopping and digging in my bag, and I've completely forgotten which way that I came from, and I don't know where I'm supposed to go. This is the big square in the Old Town, and it's really cool. There's lots of shops and stuff. On my way to my second free tour, this was going to be my tour of Old Town. That walking tour was great. He just knew so much, and he was a great storyteller. It was really engaging. The company was good tours, and I highly recommend it. Holy crap. I'm going to come back to this church on Friday because there's a classical music concert. One of the things that you know that I really struggle with is food. I don't know what to order or where to go, and it's just it's very stressful for me. So it's with the same tour company, but I just paid, and I'm going on a food tour. I don't quite know what's come over me, but it's this afternoon, so we're going. Someone's playing the trumpet up there. So there were probably just as many horses and carriages when we were in Vienna, but these ones are definitely fancier. They have feathers. When the wind goes and the sun's out, it's actually not bad. And then the wind comes back and it's like, no, why did I cut off my hair? Good morning. So yesterday, the food tour was really interesting. It was stuff that like I probably wouldn't have ordered on my own because I wouldn't have known what I was ordering. So that was cool. And then I went on another tour. I love tours, and apparently when left to my own devices, this is what happens. But it was a night tour, and it talked about some of the seedier sides of Krakow history. And now today, I'm here on a guided tour of Auschwitz. It's gonna be a heavy day. I don't know what to say about this place. There's lots I want to say. I don't know how to vlog about it. But it's important that it's here. It's important that we remember because we can't let it happen again. So I'm back in the center. This is the cathedral behind me. The backside that they're repairing or something. I'm trying to figure out how to get in and up the tower before the trumpet plays his melody at 3. We'll see if I get there. So I came to this flipping adorable cafe because they make homemade chocolate, and I wanted a crepe with homemade chocolate, which I had upstairs. But I didn't know they had a basement until they sent me down to the toilet. But like, I totally should have eaten down here. I gave up on the cathedral for today. In order to go up the tower, you have to join a tour of like 10 people, and it lasts half an hour, and they only let you in every 30 minutes. And so I timed it wrong. I'm going back to the castle because going on all these tours, they tell you these cool things, but then there's not time to do the cool things while you're there. And so it's fine. I've got plenty of time here in Krakow. I'm here for almost a week, which is why it's been so long since you've seen a vlog. And yes, it is this cold. It's the wind that's killing me. So I figured that'll be a nice souvenir, a nice thick scarf or sweater or something. And twice now I ended up in the same store as the same 3 old ladies. I know I've never had the best fashion sense, but that was a bit on the nose. So that's the cathedral behind me. Our guide was saying that all the kings of Poland were crowned here. Krakow used to be the capital of Poland until a very unpopular Swedish king switched it to Warsaw, but that's a long story that has nothing to do with this cathedral. Basically, because it was such an important cathedral, each king wanted to add something to it, which is why it is such a hilarious mishmash of architecture. I'm climbing to a tower that I didn't know existed. I'm not supposed to film in here, but it's too cool not to. For the record, I'm pretty sure they just didn't want me to film the fancy stuff in the church. This is the biggest space that I've been in so far, but like, I came out of that gap. And now they want me to go in, but like, it's all so narrow, you can't really tell, but it's hilarious. I don't know what's happening. It's a maze of getting around bells on narrow wooden stairs. Here we go. There are other stairs that go up, but I can't get to them. No, I'm gonna go down. Can you see how steep that is? There have been a couple of those that I've had to climb through. This is the best tower ever. And then the exit takes you outside, and I thought that I had left the cathedral without seeing the rest of it, and I was a little sad, but I think that door is gonna let me go right back in, so so cool. I don't know what just happened. That was the strangest church I've ever been in. Totally worth the price of admission. Go check it out. They have this viewing route, so you just follow the signs, but it's so crisscrossy, and you go down and up and down, and like, it was fun, interesting. I enjoyed it. Also, I realized that I'd been accidentally calling St. Mary's in the middle with the two towers, the one with the trumpet that I was hoping to climb earlier, a cathedral. It's not a cathedral because this is the cathedral. This is Wawel Cathedral, and you can only have one cathedral per, I want to say bishop, but I was just standing on a cardinal, so God, I'm a terrible Catholic. And now I'm on some spirally stairs that are taking me down to a dragon's den. I'm in a cave. I love caves. Well, this has been a splendid afternoon of towers and caves and dragons. I want to so badly. I'm pretty sure it's set up for children. I don't care. I want to shoot a bow and arrow so badly. Who thinks that would be a good idea? None of you, I know. It's 5 and it just sang a cute little melody. I can see my breath. That tower is what's left of the original town hall. Apparently in the basement there was the dungeon, but also a pub, and so the locals would go and hang out in the pub. It was very popular because the entertainment was listening to people getting tortured and betting on who was gonna die first. You know what I never fully understood before? Hathead. I get it now. Good morning. I left my hostel at 12 today, which is the latest start I've ever had on a travel day. But I'm learning that traveling for 2 months requires a different pace than traveling for weekends. My hair is long enough to blow around in the wind. I have never felt more like a Disney princess in my life. Apparently, I can comfortably fit 4 tiny birds in my hand. I stayed there so long. It was raining outside. Also, it was really cool. So I just went for supper at that lit up place behind me. And just as I was leaving, a lovely little jazz trio started playing. A bass, a sax, and an accordion, which I gotta say is a combo that had never occurred to me before. But I liked it. Caved and put my toque on. It's cold. I filmed nothing today. I made a friend at the hostel and we hung out all day, and somehow filming in front of people I know who know I do this is still weird but fine. But strangers, no thanks. There's a museum in Schindler's factory, and so we went there. It was really interesting, and the way it's set up is super cool, and it's very engaging, but it's a lot to read, and it was a lot. Also, if you're here on a Saturday, book in advance, because good lord, we waited in that line for a long time. Now I'm heading back to the hostel because I'm meeting another hostel friend. I think we're going somewhere for a restaurant. I don't know what's happening. I'm meeting them for supper. So last night, dinner turned into vodka shots, turned into dancing, turned into me getting back at 4 in the morning. It was great. It was so fun. I think I've added more new Facebook friends in the last 2 days than I have in a year. Today is my last day here in Krakow, so I'm going to the salt mines, and that should probably take me to about mid-afternoon, and then I'm gonna do some shopping and stock up on some warm stuff. I'm in a mine. It's like a giant extended cave. I love it. The salt mines were so cool. According to the tour guide, we saw 1% of all of the tunnels down there. And they had 40-some chapels down there, and they took us to the biggest one. It's for Saint Kinga. It was incredible. It was stunning. It What? Salt mines? Fantastic. Go. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I hope I filmed anything in Krakow that you enjoyed. I had a great time, but it's all a mystery, not a clue. Subscribe to find out where tonight's train is taking me. Bye. I meant to say, if you're ever in Krakow, stay at the Mosquito Hostel. It is the best hostel I've ever stayed at. It's so fun. So fun. And quiet. There's soundproofing, so if you don't want to participate in the fun, the door was still quiet. I get a bed this time.